Hey, my lovely Willow Vibes Tribe members. I am Jessica from Willow Vines Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do a collective message and kind of, I don't know if I'm going to do the dream sharing here or what, but just whatever happens, happens, basically. Whatever happens, happens. Maybe a lot of you are feeling that way. You're just relying on faith. Happy Easter, by the way. It is Easter Sunday. It's like 8 p.m. or something like that right now. It might be a little bit later. I'm not sure. I don't have a clock. No, I thought I had my phone in my pocket. I don't have a clock on me at this time, but it's all right. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stick around. Hope you do stay. Would love it if you would. I just wanted to say, like, I'm not for everyone. So, which is kind of funny because I literally was just drawn back to a reading I did 4 months ago, and I look exactly the same. Like, I'm wearing the same sweatshirt, my hair's all in disarray and whatever. And that one was recorded in the morning time around 9 a.m. And this is it's almost 9 p.m. now, so it's almost like a.m. version of me 4 months ago and p.m. version of me 4 months later. But a lot of the stuff I said in that was making a lot of sense to me now. Not everything, but and it's not all for me. It was for people that I know, for some of them at least. And it could be a tower moment for some people. I was drawn to pull a pog from the backpack and from the little baby backpack, and the tower came out. So there's definitely changes occurring within someone's life or multiple people's lives within a situation. There's a breakdown in a situation, like someone's breaking things down and figuring things out is what it feels like, which is what is creating a level of change. But in that reading, there were a lot of things that I was talking about that have actually happened, and one of them pertains to my son's friend's mom who passed away, and how she passed. I said it in there, and I was literally staring at my bed. I'm looking out, going like I'm seeing people coming around, like there's commotion going on, but I couldn't see what was going on, and I felt really tired, like I was falling asleep, and I was leaning forward and stuff. Well, that's how she eventually ended up succumbing to things, basically, because that's how she was found. And that was obviously way before it happened. And I said there's something in that reading, I said there's something significant about Friday, and I was talking about Black Friday because it was November 22nd 2022 when I recorded it. And I was talking about, I don't know, I said there's something significant about Friday and then Black Friday, so someone could be shopping, on Black Friday and stuff like that. But regardless of that day, it was a Friday, and I got the phone call late Thursday evening, and she was transported in the early morning hours around 1:30 in the morning on Friday. And Friday was a very significant day in all of that. I also had mentioned in a prior reading, not in that one, that Monday, something about a Monday was significant. Well, the Monday, they pulled the plug on her on a Monday. I'm just saying, I don't know, it's weird. And that was, and the other thing that was weird that I was talking about in that one was one time when I was astral traveling, not intentionally, it just happened in a dream. I didn't even know that's what was really happening. I just thought it was a weird dream, until I spoke to my sister, because that was about my sister, something that had happened to her in that one. And I didn't say that was her in the reading, but it was. And I think Thanksgiving's so significant because I don't really see people often unless it's the holidays, like family and stuff. I don't see them anymore, period, really. Because a lot of people have exited my life, which is totally fine with me. If you don't want to be around me, I don't, it is what it is. I don't care. Doesn't mean I don't love you. It just means that it is what it is. You know what I mean? I can't control you and you can't control me, kind of thing, no matter who I'm talking to or about, friends, family, or otherwise. But that message was about her, and it was totally strange because what I had picked up on in the dream, I was like hovering over a situation, and what I saw was a man pull a gun, and pointed at her like he was going to shoot her in the head, basically. And later on, I found out who that man was. So I know that person's name and who he's tied to and all that stuff. But anyways, I don't know what it was regarding. She never told me. But I told her, for some reason, I was prompted to share that dream with her. Like, I just wanted to tell her. And she was sitting in my basement across from me. And I think it was on a Thanksgiving, actually. I think it was that same Thanksgiving. Like, because I recorded on the 22nd, and then on Thanksgiving she had come over, and if it wasn't, no, that was the prior year, wasn't it? Yeah, it was the prior year. No, it was the year, it was 2020 when she had come over, and I just shared it in 2022. But anyways, regardless, she was sitting in front of me. And I told her about it because I saw her face, I saw her, and I was like, I just kind of want to tell you. So when I shared it with her, she just went ghost white because I don't know, she was just like, holy crap. And she told me that had happened to her in the past and that she never told anyone. She was like, how the hell did you know that? So I think I freaked her out. But, it is what it is. And I know I freaked other people out with different messages that I've delivered, and it is what it is. I'm not here to scare anyone. It's just because I don't always know that I know. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know a lot, but do I really know that much if I don't understand what I know? But I do understand eventually. I don't know if that makes any sense. But anyways, so don't be scared of spiritual gifts. The Spirit only tells me things that I need to know for your highest good and mine. And I keep repeating that because I feel like there are certain people that either aren't woke to this type of lifestyle, the metaphysical, anything like that, or they just, it's kind of terrifying when we don't have an understanding. Do you know what I mean? But anyways, I wanted to share this one dream, and I don't know why, because I've had multiple. And what's weird is when I was talking about astral traveling then, and I saw that with my sister, that was before I was doing those guided meditations, which I've been recently doing. And I've seen some crazy stuff. Some of my dreams have just been wild, and I know that I'm dreaming while I'm in these scenarios, and it's like I don't always understand what the hell it means while I'm dreaming. And then when I wake up, I'm like, wait a minute, and I'll think about it. Because sometimes I can't interpret my dreams right away. It's like I remember them. Sometimes I share them, and if I don't, I recite them to myself, and then I look back on it and go, oh, I know exactly what that is. Like, you know what I mean? So if any of you have dreams that are very vivid and you're like, okay, I'm really remembering this, it either felt very real, or you remembered it in great detail, or you just remembered most of it, the stuff you remember is important. And it might not make a lick of sense right away, but it could make sense later on for you. Whether it's about you or about someone close to you, you know what I mean? Because if you don't, do what I do, and you don't tap into other people's energies and read for a lot of people, if you're not picking up on those around you, it could just be messages for yourself or for someone that is very, very close to you. Even if you're not in physical proximity to them, they could just be spiritually connected to you, or you just have some type of bond with them, whether you understand it or know about it or not. You know what I mean? But anyways, this one dream was weird because it involved my old babysitter. Someone, she babysat me when I was a kid, and the twin brothers that I have talked about on here before, they went to that same daycare along with a bunch of other people I knew. And it's nothing against the daycare provider or anything like that. It's not, because there's nothing really bad in the dream about that, and there was nothing bad going on with her in real life, you know what I mean? She's a good person, and actually she ended up babysitting my kids temporarily when they were really little for a short time. So it kind of went down the line. But regardless of that, she was in the dream, and what's weird about it is before I even had this dream, she's already on my Facebook. I'm not on there much, but I literally got a friend request from her, and she's already on my Facebook. So it's either a spam thing or a fake account, or I was like, I don't know who the hell is who with this. Like, I'm just going to keep the original on here and just ignore the new one. Because I don't know, I'm don't even care about Facebook, but it was weird that I saw that and this dream came up, because that wasn't an integral part of the dream, but it was almost like, that's kind of funny. But anyways, she definitely knows a lot of people's business, because she talks to a lot of people. You know, she knows a lot of people. She knows a lot of people that I know, including my family and stuff, because obviously she babysat me. She's known me forever, basically. But anyways, in the dream, it was really weird. Really, really weird. Because I would remember being around her. I don't know where I was. I think I was at her house, but it didn't look like her real house. And she was working on a puzzle and like trying to figure something out, because that's what a puzzle is. You're putting all the pieces together to create the picture. So in a dream, it's like figuring things out to see what the big picture is. And they were these, I don't know if you know, like in daycares or when you have little kids, those square mat things that they click together, and some of them have ABCs on them, or they're all different colors, but they're like foam rubber or something. It's so that it's like, so the kids don't get hurt. It's like taking a gentle approach, I guess. Is what, I don't know, they're softer. It's a soft approach. So someone might be taking a soft approach to a situation, or like when it comes to communication or whatever this is. But anyway, she's working on it, and they were huge. They were really big puzzle pieces. And I was like, "Oh, what are you doing?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm working on a puzzle. I'm almost done." And I was like, "Okay, show me." So she showed me, and they were like just the shape of actually the screen of what I'm recording on, rectangle. And the first one was blue. It had blue and purple and white, and it didn't make an image. It looked like the sky, basically. It was just a bunch of, it wasn't anything. And I'm like, okay. And then there was a few that were like that. But then I saw Disney princesses. I saw two, but one of them I didn't know which one it was. I couldn't make it out because she didn't show me. It was just kind of offset. But the one that was sitting right in front of her was Sleeping Beauty, which is kind of ironic because it was a dream. While you're sleeping, information comes to you, kind of thing. But I saw Sleeping Beauty very, very clearly. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, I don't know what it means, but there's Sleeping Beauty. So at least you got part of the puzzle figured out. That's what I said to her. Like, it was what I was thinking in the dream. Like, all right. And then her daughter had come over and was like, all right, and led me out of the house. It was like, oh, it's time for lunch. Would you like to go get lunch? And I was like, yeah, I could go get lunch. So we walk out of there, and we walked to this, like, trailer kind of food trucky looking thing. It was like a mix. I don't know what the hell it was, but there was a window where you could go order your food. And I walked up to the window. There wasn't even a line. There was a bunch of people around. And it wasn't like a cafeteria or anything like that. I don't know. It was just weird. But anyways, but it was still on her property. It wasn't, I don't know. We didn't go very far. And when I walked up to the window, it was my old daycare lady's husband, but he looked young, almost like it could have been his son or something, but I knew it was her husband. And he had made fried chicken strips, like you get at Chester's Chicken or KFC or whatever, or just Tyson. You get it from the freezer section. But this chicken was good. And there was like, he asked me how many I wanted. And I was like, I'll just take one. I'm not that hungry. Which is weird because actually I forgot about this like a few weeks ago. About a month ago, I was at Walmart and I went to the hot bar, and I don't normally go there. And I got 2 chicken strips. That's all I got. Oh, and I got some little mozzarella bites, the little baby ones. They're good. Just to try. I didn't even eat them all. But that's kind of funny. I didn't even think of that, but regardless of what I did, in the dream, I got one, and there were no signs for prices. No one told me it was going to cost anything, nothing. And it's almost like, what's the price you're going to pay for deliciousness, apparently? And you think that it's being given to you, and it's not. So someone might have thought that they were being given something, like, oh, here's a gift, but it comes with a price, or it's like, that wasn't a gift, you got to pay for that. Like, but it wasn't, I don't know, someone wasn't upfront about something. That's what it feels like in that situation. But regardless, and that has nothing to do with, the actual people in the dream. It's just that could be what's going on in a situation for some people. But anyways, it's almost like you got to pay the price for something that was given to you and you don't even realize it. So what's that price? It could be for your spiritual gifts, or it could be for something that somebody literally handed you, like you thought it was a gift and it isn't. Some of you might be realizing that and going, well, this is crap. So I said one, I ate it, and I'm sitting there talking to him, and he goes, do I know you? And I was like, you should. Your wife babysat me when I was a kid and babysat my kids when they were kids. And he goes, oh, yeah, I know who you are. And I was like, okay. And he goes, I'll be $1.25. Like, he didn't give a shit who I was. He was like, you're still going to pay me. And I was like, oh, I didn't even know. I was like, I don't have any money on me right now. Let me go to the car. And he's like, oh, okay. I had already eaten the chicken, so I had to. So I walked to my car. And I was digging for change, and I got the quarters out, so I got 5 quarters, and I was going to walk back and pay him. But then I got sidetracked because when I walked back to pay him, some guy, which is totally weird, some guy that's like the head of a drug cartel or something, I don't know what the hell he was, but he was some dude that was involved in risky business. We'll just leave it at that. And I knew it. Like, I didn't know what he was doing. I didn't know what he was involved in the dream. I just knew that he was someone I didn't want to fuck with, and that he had some type of clout in the street type ways. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, do I really want to go here? You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, crap. So I kind of turned and walked away, and I was like, I don't want to be anywhere near this guy. I had that bad feeling in the dream, and I was like, nope. And I remember going, like, I'm going back to my room or to my house or wherever the fuck it was. And it was weird because when I was running away from the guy, I ran into this place, which was like a house or something, but it had multiple garage doors, like bay doors, and I remember pulling a rope like you would do in a shop, like an auto mechanic shop, because they have the pulley so you can just pull the door down really quickly, and I was like, zoom, 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 and I pulled 3 of them down, but I had missed one, or I didn't pull one in time. He got in. I pulled 3 down, he still got in, and I was like, damn it. Like, I closed 3 doors and this mofo still got in. So maybe somebody still can get into your space. They can still access you. They still can talk to you in some sort of way or whatever, even though you shut so many other doors, because you might not have been thinking about this person or something like that. But anyways, he literally come up to me, and I was like, shit, I was trying to close the door on you, and I closed it on everyone else, and here you are, basically. And he came wicked close to me, like, because I could feel his breath on my face. Like, that's how hot he was. He wasn't hot. That's how hot his breath was. That's how close he was. And he wasn't good looking. I don't know who, I've never seen him in my life. But anyways, he goes, it was weird what he said to me. Because he's like, you remember that heart attack you had? That pain you felt? And I'm like, yeah. He goes, it wasn't a heart attack. I've had it too. It's called heartburn. And I was like, fuck you. Like, who are you to tell me what I went through and how I'm feeling? Like, you know what I mean? It was basically like he was trying to explain away a problem. Like, you experienced this and you think it came from this, but that's not what it was. It was heartburn. It was something else. And I basically was like, yep. I agreed with him just so he'd leave. And then I was like, you're a fucking idiot. But anyways, so I didn't really agree with him. It was just, it's almost like what a lot of women do when they're in uncomfortable situations. They'll lie their way through it. Even in SA situations, it's almost like you'll allow it to save your own life. You know what I mean? And that's an extreme end of the spectrum. But sometimes we go along with things that we don't want to go along with just for our own protection, because why escalate a problem? You know what I mean? And that's kind of what I did in the dream with the guy. Like yeah, I'll just let you think that I agree with you, but I really don't. And because I know what I felt, I know what I experienced, and you don't, so fuck off. But anyway, so he left, or he disappeared. I don't know what the hell happened to him. And then all of a sudden, I'm in a room, and I was sitting down. I sat down in a chair, and I started looking at someone that used to be a friend of mine, that Ron person I was talking about. And I was looking at him, and he looked sick. And we were talking. He had a beer in his hand, which actually the last dream I had with him in it, when I was talking to him, and it was like fake Ron is what I said. He was holding a Budweiser can in that dream, but in this dream he was just a beer. I don't know what drink it was. I just knew it was alcohol. And he's just sitting there kind of sipping it, and I was like looking at him going like, you don't look well. And he's like, I'm fine. I'm like, I don't think you're fine. He's like, whatever, I'm good, and he started talking about something else, and as he's talking, I couldn't stop looking at him. And I felt so bad. I was like, I felt like something was wrong. I'm like, something's wrong. Something's really wrong here. Something's wrong with you. And it's not like mentally wrong or whatever. It was something, there's a problem. Something's wrong. And I'm just like, I couldn't wrap my finger around it. And the more I stared at him, the sicker he looked. And like, I'm not even kidding you, his eyes in the dream were swollen. Like, almost looked like, like those fish that have the bulbous eyes on the side of their head where they're big. His eyes kind of looked like that. But so the eyelids were swollen. And under here where you get those dark circles, and sometimes they're purple, or you can get that yellow appearance. He looked jaundiced, I'm just going to say, which is liver issues. And his father did pass away from liver issues and stuff. But he was yellow. He was turning yellow, and this was really puffy and yellow. But what was weird is his chin looked like chicken skin, and it was peeling off. Like, just down here on his goatee, like on his chin area. And it literally looked like if you buy chicken and it's got the skin, it looked like that, but it was wicked yellow. Like, it was just kind of like, it's like he was falling apart in front of me, is what it looked like. And then all of a sudden, his twin brother chimed in behind me, and he was on like a love seat or a couch or whatever, and he was drinking a Bud Light. I do remember that. Like, he had that in his hand, and he looked completely normal again. Like, in the other dream, he looked completely normal when he just zoomed down behind me. And I was like, oh, hi. And like, oh, I didn't know you were there. Hi. And then I looked back at Ron, and I was like, oh shit, something's wrong. He's not. I was like, do you want me to call for help? Like, do you need an ambulance? Do you want me to take you to the doctors? Like, you need to be checked out. Like, I don't know, something's wrong here. And he's like, fuck the doctors. They're useless. I don't need help. I'm fine, is what he said to me. And I looked at his brother, and I said, he needs help. Tell him he needs help. Like, help me here. Like, help me help him, basically. And he goes, yeah, he's right. They're useless. He don't need help. He's fine. But you know what's really screwed up about that dream? Is in real life, years ago, like almost 4 years ago now, there was one interaction I had with him, with Ron, where we were talking, and some of the things he was saying were really concerning me, because he was in a dark place. He really was at that point in time. I don't know how he is right now. I haven't spoken to him. But at that time, he was going through a lot, and he was basically talking about how he didn't really care if he lived or not. Just the way he was talking, I was like, ugh. I literally I know this sounds pathetic and stupid, but you know, when you care, you care. I literally like got on my knees and put my hands on his lap, and I cried, and I said, please don't do anything stupid. Like, your life is worth living, and I was like, no matter what you think and feel right now, you will get through this. Like, I was just trying to, I'm gonna cry right now just thinking about it. Just talking about it. I was like, I got very emotional, and I was basically trying to prove my point. Like, even if you feel like you have no one, even if we don't talk, you have someone. I'm here for you. I will listen. And nothing really came of that. But after that conversation, I did message his brother. And I said, listen, I'm concerned about your brother. And I didn't tell him to say or do anything. I just basically was like, please be supportive, because maybe you're the only person he'll talk to. Like, just let him know you're there, basically, that you give a crap. And he goes, oh, he won't do that. Like, he would never do something like that. But I've heard multiple comments from him that aren't the most pleasant, at least back then. And that dream kind of reflected that conversation, because, you know, I tried to talk to his brother. He didn't see a problem. And then in that dream, it was the same fucking thing. And I was just staring at the problem going, there's something wrong here. And nobody cares. Like, nobody's listening. Maybe that's going on for someone. Maybe that's going on for him. I don't know. And if it is, if you're watching right now, you know who you are. You know, you can call. You can talk to me. You can message me, whatever. I've unblocked you, just so you know. And I only blocked you for certain reasons, and it had nothing to do with you. But anyways, regardless of him and whatnot, that was that dream. And it felt so real. Like, but it wasn't a romantic thing. I was very concerned. I don't know. I was just concerned. So maybe someone's concerned for somebody else's well-being, or that's literally a message for him. Because some of the thoughts that I've had when I was like really in his energy, which I think some of it stemmed from somebody else as well. Because I can pick up on thoughts and stuff like that. Just weren't the best. Because when we're in dark places, our thoughts aren't always the best, you know what I mean? But just because we think it doesn't mean we're going to act on it, kind of thing. But there's always that gray area where you never know. And you don't want to ever sit back and go and be the one that says, oh, that will never happen, and then it happens, and then you want to kick yourself in the ass for not doing something, no matter what it is, whether it's, you know, self-harm, suicide, or you know, other things that go on with different people. It's like, if you're able to take a stand, if you're able to be there for someone and you want to be, you should be, because you never truly know. And that person knows firsthand what that might feel like, you know, like the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, because that person's lost people. And just like a lot of other people have lost people that they love and care about, no matter how it happened. It's human nature for us to go back and go, I should have done this, I should have done that, it should have been me, or whatever, you know what I mean? It's almost like there could be survival guilt, survivor's guilt, there we go. I'm like, what's the fucking word I'm looking for? Within a situation, especially if someone's dealing with PTSD as well. I don't know why that got so morbid, because Spirit's here. That's why I got so morbid. Spirit is here. And if you have survivor's guilt, sheesh, I keep wanting to say survival. It's all about survival. Survivor's guilt. If you're dealing with that, like, you know, why did I survive and these people didn't, especially if you were in some type of traumatic event, an accident, whatever. Doesn't matter if it was, you know, while you were deployed overseas in the military, or if it was a car wreck, if it was whatever the hell it was, you know what I mean? Because there's so many different things that can devastate our lives and take people from us. Don't go, it should have been me. It wasn't you for a reason, you know? It wasn't you for a reason. You're here for a reason. You got to figure out what that purpose is for you. And it's really weird that I'm talking about this on Easter, which is, supposedly, isn't it the day that Jesus was resurrected? He came back to life. So hopefully someone who's in, the depths of despair, or they were very sad and just couldn't find their way out, maybe they're being resurrected and being reborn, today, like having a newfound sense of faith, or a sense of happiness and hope for the future. You know what I mean? Because that's what Spirit wants for us. That's what Spirit wants for us. They want us to live our lives and learn these lessons and enjoy the time we have with the people who are around us and just experiences. That's what we're here for. And tell assholes to back off, or bitches, whichever. Male, female, does not matter who the hell they are to you. If anyone's just causing problems, they gotta go. You know what I mean? It's not always easy to let go of a problem either. Whether it's a problem you created or a problem that other people created for you. But what's weird is, I don't know why the hell this is popping up last night. I wrote down a bunch of ideas for a podcast. Like, actually, they're pretty cool. I'm not sharing them on here because it's my ideas and I don't know if I'm going to do anything with it or not. But it just totally came to me out of nowhere. Just like, I have it all jotted down. I mean, it's not in detail or anything, but I was like, I can't forget this. And it makes me wonder if there's some of you who want to start a podcast, or if you're revamping something. Even if it's not a podcast, it could just be something creative, whether you're recording or not. But that's what that was. I literally had these ideas for a podcast that were I was outlining things. So there could be a change up coming like a change coming within whatever creative projects you have or a career path. Pause. Some of you could have taken a break from working on whatever you've been working on creatively, a podcast or otherwise. It's almost like I'm looking for a sign to move forward with whatever this is. I need a sign from Spirit. I just need a sign to know if I should do this, that, or the other. If you're heavily thinking about something and you're very drawn to it and you're passionate about it, I feel like, yes, you should do it no matter what it is to you. But when you do it, don't hold back. Don't be guarded. It's like you got to be in. If you're in, you're all in. You know what I mean? If you're not all in, get the fuck out, basically. Because if you can't, like one of the things I was talking about in the reading I was drawn to, I'm going to post it in the comments, so if any of you want to watch that one that I posted 4 months ago where I literally looked the same, except my camera's reversed. So the wall that you see behind me is what I was looking at in that video, and what I'm looking at now is the wall that you saw before, except I took all the little knickknacks off from it and stuff. So it's reversed. It's like a change in perspective. So someone could have a change in perspective on things. But anyways, in that one, I was talking about something. I was talking about a lot of things. Shit, I forgot. Whatever. I lost my train of thought when I did the reverse thing. It's not important, apparently, unless you want to watch the video, then you can hear it in there. Oh, because I was talking about a sense of style. And owning your authentic self. And basically, like, even if you're doing something that so many other people do, like there's very similar podcasts out there, very similar videos or recordings, projects, whatever. No matter what your creative talents are, no matter what you're doing, if there's a lot of people that do similar things, what makes you stand out? What makes you different? What's your style? Because don't do what everybody else does. Do what you do. Do what you feel is most comfortable for you. What really shows your authenticity, and not just in a bullshit kind of way. Like, you have to have structure to things depending on what it is. But I don't know. You gotta find your thing, basically. And don't let anyone use you or take advantage of you. Two of Pentacles, yeah, someone's trying to figure things out. They're trying to figure out, they could be juggling a lot of things. They could be really busy. Like, I don't really have time for this, that, and all this stuff. So it's like, what's most important to me? Like, I don't know. I feel like I have a lot going on. That could be where there's some pause in here, and then there's healing energy. Someone is definitely waiting for a sign from spirit. Like, what do I do here? How do I maneuver through all of this? Yeah, because then we have the devil. There could be some unhealthy habits in here, or just an unhealthy mindset, like being very negative. Instead of seeing the positive in situations in life, it's almost like everything's a drag, everything's a downfall. This is an obstacle, this is a problem. Like, I could have done this if I didn't have to do this, kind of thing. Like, that mentality, someone could think like that. They could be more of a pessimist, basically. I just heard, no, I'm a realist. No, if you're thinking and talking like that, you're a pessimist, you're negative. A realist is going, okay, like, this is the reality of a situation, but you can still think positively. You know what I mean? You can still have a positive disposition or a happy standpoint, even if you are being realistic, even if you're a realist. But anyway, someone might have been very negative about a situation. Like, I don't know. Something feels very monotonous. Like, do I really have time for this? Because it just seems to be the same old fucking crap, and it ain't moving forward. That's what it feels like to me. It's like stuck on repeat. Because someone hasn't found what clicks for them, what works for them. And it could have to do with communication. But for some of you, if this is in love land and stuff, or with anyone, doesn't matter who the hell this person is to you, there's like, should I message someone? Should I say this? Should I move forward with this person? Should I not? Oh, they won't want to work with me. Maybe they will. I don't know. I feel like I want to heal things with someone. I want to say sorry. I want to work together, collaborate, be your partner, be your friend, be whatever. You want to work with someone in some sort of way, whether it's career-wise or whatever way. But there's this negative outlook, like, I want this, but you're going to get mad at me. If I message you, maybe you'll think this. If I message you, maybe this will happen. Like, I don't know. It's like I'm weighing my options or something, and it just doesn't feel very good. It could be an emperor who's doing this, but this emperor wants to heal things. Like, I really want to say sorry. I really want to I want to do this, but I'm looking for a sign. I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see if I should. But this person is drawn to do whatever this is, or to talk to you for a friggin' reason. Yeah, they're drawn to talk to you for a reason, or you're drawn to talk to someone for a reason, one or the other. Because there's some type of clarity on this negative energy, on someone's negative mindset. They were looking at things all wrong, for one, because they could have had clouded judgment due to somebody else around them. Someone could have been filling their head full of shit, for one. Because it looks like he's got a shit cake on his plate. Ooh, you think it's chocolate? No, nay, it's not. It's a bunch of bullshit, that's what it is. It's like, have a slice of cake. Someone's causing problems, and someone's seeing who's causing problems, is what it feels like. Could be someone in their own damn family, or someone that they used to be tied to, or that they're committed to. Someone just doesn't want someone to move forward, just saying. Yeah, someone's really stressed out about moving forward. Someone was stuck in the past because the Hierophant was reversed with the Knight of Pentacles, which is, this is slow movement anyways, and this is no fucking movement, just saying. It's like some connection from the past was not moving forward. So a connection between you and this person might not have moved forward because of the past, or because of someone's wishy-washy bullshit ways. Or, I don't know, I feel like something didn't move forward between you and another person because they were fearful of something ending. Potentially because of whatever happened in the past. It's like having a negative outlook on the future because of what you've experienced. And it's like, history will always repeat itself. So history says that you're going to cheat on me, that you're going to lie to me, that you're going to hurt me, that you're going to blah, 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 whatever the fuck to me. And I don't know, so I'm just not going to move forward because I'm afraid of this. So someone's afraid of the unknown because what they know hurt them. That's really what that feels like. And that is it. And that is why they're guarded. That's why this person's guarded. It's just the past. Past people. And it's not just ex-lovers and relationships and shit. It's people in their family have disappointed them. Their so-called friends have disappointed them. It's almost like, you're my friend, but you're not fucking there for me. You talk shit, you gossip, you're a piece of crap. Like, no, this person doesn't have anyone who has their back, or they feel like they don't. And when someone who actually does have their back, they come in and they show a level of love, respect, care, whatever, it makes them go, you're full of crap. Because nobody has ever done this for me. Nobody's ever shown this level of respect, camaraderie, whatever. No one's ever treated me this way without repercussions. And I'm not doing it. That's really what this feels like. Even though there was no catch here. You were not going to use this person. And they might be seeing that. Yeah, they might be seeing that. They might want to reconcile. They might want to fix something. The situation, the separation, the problems between you two is a temporary situation. There's something significant to do with camping or a camp. Hiking as well. I don't know, someone might want, maybe you told someone to take a hike. Somebody might want to go hiking or go on a hike. Maybe that's like a fun pastime of yours or theirs or something. Something to do with singing too. I don't know, songs, lip syncing, singing, syncing, whatever the hell you call it. Someone read an article. Someone read an article about something. So somebody could be doing research, or they read an article online. I don't know, I'm reading articles. Could be about current events even. An article. Whatever that means to you. I'm reading articles. I don't know. Someone's reading articles about something. I don't know what that's about. Is there anything else we need to know right quick? Yeah, this person's just spending a lot of time alone. They're very sheltered off. Why is that like that? But your wishes are here. But someone turned their back on their wish. Someone turned their back on a wish. That's what I feel. So that's what I have for you. I know this one's weird, but it's a tower moment for someone. Just saying. Pogs are significant because I don't normally use these. And I've been very drawn to them lately. But there's a breakdown in a situation. I kind of want to see, like, what is this tower about right quick? I've been so busy. I'm just saying, like, holy crap. But I'm getting a lot done. So, I'm doing what I can. I'm only one person, you know what I'm saying? Haystack, karma. You will reap what you sow. That's the tower. Karma. Someone's getting a hefty dose of karma. And holy shit. In that reading where I look just like this 4 months ago, which I'm going to put in the comments below if you want to watch it, I mentioned something about a fucking wagon wheel because something looked like, I was describing how I get messages. It's not just what's on the cards and the basic meaning of cards. It's like symbolism and things just pop in my mind and crap. But I see things beyond what's right in front of me, which is what psychic abilities are and stuff like that. That's a fucking wagon wheel. Wheel. Indecisiveness. Allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. Having no direction. Because of blockages. And it's like, because you chose to heal. Like, heal, whoa, boy. You know, like, stop, halt. Or they did, someone did. That is basically what's creating the situation. Parting of the ways in either romance or business. So I feel like for some of you, there was a golden opportunity here for you to collaborate with someone, or for multiple, like between you and multiple people, or just between you and another person, whether it was romantically speaking or in business. And someone fucked up. There's something to do with a tack, too. Like a thumbtack. I don't know what the fuck that is. I really don't. It keeps coming up. Maybe we'll figure it out eventually. But anyways, tacks are temporary. You tack things up when you don't want to put a nail in the wall. So a temporary situation. Someone gave up a good opportunity, a golden opportunity for a temporary situation. They made the wrong choice. And now they're going to reap what they sow. They made their bed, they got to lay in it. That's really what this feels like. Someone is not going to be very happy about that. But it is what it is. Anyways, that's what I have for you. I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. I do have a personal getting situated. I just, it's a holiday weekend, and that's my main focus tomorrow. Like, that's all I'm going to be working on. And then tomorrow is Monday, which will be April 10th, 2023. So I want to get those recorded and uploaded and hopefully sent out. Hopefully they upload quick, and then I will move on to other things. But, prioritize, check shit off the list. And now that I got all my personal crap basically checked off the list for now, hopefully nothing else piles on my ass. That will be good. Because like I said, I'm only one person, and I don't rush things like that. So if you pay for a reading, just know that you're going to get quality, because when it's our time to speak, when I'm going to, tap into your energy and send you a personal message like that, I'm not going to be distracted. I'm not going to be bogged down and tired. It's going to be all you. And that's the way it should be. I don't just rush things. I don't just pump out, readings and content. It's not just for views. Yes, they help financially and whatever, but it's quality versus quantity. Do you know what I'm saying? So anyways, I love you guys. Peace.